Buenas tardes, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to ease in, how to get into a fasting state. I already did videos on how to get started. So once you've, so I have 3 videos uploaded on how to get started with fasting. So once you've picked your the technique that you think will work the best for you, then you're gonna start fasting. So now this video is gonna be on how to ease into the fasting state. So before getting started, I want to make it clear that nothing I'm sharing in this video or on the channel is medical advice. So do your own research. So I'm just sharing information based on my own experience, and I'll share what worked well for me and what didn't. But it doesn't always mean that it will work the same way for you. So please do your own research before making any decisions concerning your health. So you picked a technique to start fasting, and now you picked a day and you want to get started. So the truth is, it's very easy to get to get into a fasting mode. It's just that you need to stop consuming food. And if you're dry fasting, you have to stop consuming food and liquid. So it's as easy as that. And then you have to keep that state. It's very binary. So there's no like, oh, a little bit of no. There's no little bit. Like once you put something in your mouth, it's not a fast anymore. So that's where it's very important. Like for example, if you're dry fasting, sip of water is not a dry fast anymore. You'll still be in a fast mode, but it's not a dry fast anymore. And if you consume any solid food or any calories, like then it's over. Because once the insulin is gonna rise up, like that tells the body to stop the cleansing and repairing functions. So the fast is over. So that's why, like I think, like for me, that's my opinion. Breakfast is suicide. It's really because when you wake up, you're already like you usually have puffy face, your eyes and everything, because your body is still doing its cleansing functions. And you make yourself a toast, and it's over. Like it's better to wait at least like an hour or two before eating anything, so that the body can finish its functions that it has been doing all night, like to cleanse itself. But that's just you don't have to do it like that. I mean, the important thing is to have continuous hours of fasting. So once you get that in, then it can also be that you breakfast, but then you stop eating early, and then you go a good number of hours without eating. I mean, there's all kinds of strategies that we can adopt. So for getting into a fasting mode, like it's really easy. Like you just stop eating. But that said, to get the most out of your fasting session, you can use a couple of strategies, which are you ease in to fasting. Say you decided, on Wednesday I'm gonna do a fast. I'm gonna start fasting. So what you could do is maybe on Monday you start eating like light, like you start eating things like vegetables. You don't eat heavy things. You eat maybe salads, some fruits, and maybe on Tuesday you don't even eat solid food. Like maybe you drink some juices, water, some sugarless, maybe electrolyte powder dissolved in water, tea, like that. And then on Wednesday you get into a full fast. And that way you're gonna get the most out of your fasting hours, because the body is gonna have less work with digestion, so you'll focus more on repair and cleansing. Because now we can take the opposite situation, where say you eat like a big hamburger, or like a whole, like a pizza with a lot of cheese and processed food, and then you're like, okay, I start fasting now. It's still a fast, it's good, you can do it that way, like there's nothing wrong. But now what's going to happen, say your last meal on Wednesday before starting your fast, it was this like big burger or pizza, or like consider like some food that is like harder to digest. So now what's going to happen is that some of your fasting hours, it's going to go into digesting that burger. So in a way, you're losing some fasting hours. Like, so you'll be like, oh yeah, I did a 18-hour fast, or I did a 36-hour fast. But yes, you did, but you stopped consuming food for that much. But the matter of fact is, like, the first hours, they went to digesting that heavy meal. So it's just a technique, like to get the most out of your fast. Do you have to do it? No. Like, you can. It's really easy to get started on fasting, and but if you do it, yeah, you'll get more benefits out of it. So now this is my daily routine. What I do is that I ground myself for 6 minutes or more. So I take my shoes off, and I don't know if you can see it. I put my feet on the ground. Let's see what time. So that's convenient because I have the clock for the video. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to find a way to get a shot. Yeah, so that's the technique for like to start with the fasting. It's fairly easy. Just have to stop consuming food. If you can ease in, it's a plus. And also, once you get into several like fasting cycles, you'll learn how to you know yourself better, and then you'll do what works best for you. So there's not like a set protocol, but just keep in mind that if you ease in, you'll get more benefits out of your fasting session. So I will do like 2 videos about this topic. Like, one is like how to get into fasting, which is pretty straightforward, and then I'll do a video on on how to break our fast, and that's more of an important video, because we have to be careful when we break our fast. It's a very important moment, and if we don't do it the right way, it could be, I mean, we could lose the benefits of the fast. Also, it could be somehow dangerous. Like, you have to be careful to not shock the body. And so the rule of thumb with breaking our fast is longer the fast, more careful and progressive we need to be. So then I'll go over that in the video for breaking the fast. Yeah, today is Monday, and I'm noticing that there's more traffic, so for my little YouTube adventure, it might not be as you might not favor shooting videos. I don't know how it comes out. I think there's also some software that does noise cancellation afterwards. But for now, like, I started the channel, like, I want to go, like, I want to include in my routine, like, the videos. That way I can produce them without having to make time for it, you know. And so yeah, like, I'm thinking of not doing any editing, and that way yeah, it's part of it's part of my day. It's easy to do. Then that way I can transmit more information instead of passing hours on Final Cut or whatever software. And also, like, yeah, like, English is my third language. Like, sometimes I think I speak a little bit, like, slow, and sometimes I have to search the words I want to use. So yeah, then you can also put like the video on a fast mode. You can play it at 1.5 or 2 or 3, depending on how slow I speak and how much information you can process. So that's also something you can do. Yeah, this is pretty much all I wanted to say about how to get into the fasting mode. So like I said at the beginning of the video, there are 3 videos on how to get started with fasting. So I have devised 3 techniques, 3 different techniques you can use. So you can go and look at those videos to pick your technique, and then to get started, yeah, you just need to get started. Like, so if it's the first one, yeah, maybe make sure that. So it all depends on the technique you're choosing. So if it's you're going with the technique 1, which is the most progressive one, so then you don't need to prepare that much. But then if you're doing the second one, yeah, like, make sure that you don't have many responsibilities that day. It also depends on what kind of work you do, you know, with fasting. Because if you're a freelancer working from home on your own schedule and you don't have meetings, so it's very easy to fast, you know. So because if you have a healing crisis or something like that, you can just lay down. But you know, if you're working at a factory on machinery, and like, so then it's you need a different approach, you know, with fasting. Like, you need to make time for it, or really go incremental. So you know that you have 8 hours of fasting capital with your sleep. So maybe your first fast, you go 9 hours. 10 hours you start really slow. So that way you know that nothing bad is going to happen. I mean, when I say bad, it's like nothing that you cannot handle. So it depends a little bit on what kind of work we do, you know. Also, if you work at a restaurant, you work with the public and all that. Like, yeah, it's different. But once you're gonna gain more experience and make fasting part of your part of your lifestyle. So first, like, you need to go through a few cycles of fasting to cleanse the body, like get all that stage with all the violent, rough symptoms. Then it becomes a nice tool. Like, I really like actually working out and everything on while I'm fasting. Like, I do it better. And I used to work when I used to live in California. I used to work at a restaurant, and back then fasting wasn't a part of my life. But now, like, yeah, I would love to, like, if I had a job as a waiter, yeah, to not eat, like to be fasting. I'll be better at it. Like, so that's one thing to keep in mind too. Like, you're gonna start fasting, you're gonna experience all the symptoms, and then you might think, oh my God, how I'm gonna do? Like, it's taking so much my immediate well-being, my energy. How I'm gonna be fasting and doing everything I need to do in life, you know? But don't worry. Like, once you pass those initial stages, then it becomes fasting becomes a tool, and one of the tools is that it's going to help. You're going to do a better job at what you do. Like, you're going to be in a better state for working. So yeah, keep that in mind. In my book, there's a chapter called fasting as a Swiss Army-like tool, and so fasting is very powerful. So once you start constructing, like, it's actually a tool that you'll be constructing as you go. So then you can use it for many things. Like, you know, you can use it to perform better at work. You can use it to save money. You can use it to be a prepper. You can use it to make decisions. I'll make a video about that too. Like, for example, like when I have a big decision to make, yeah, fasting can help you to make the right decision. Because sometimes we think, when we're attached to the material things, like, then we make the decisions about, like, with the material in mind. But that's not the real us. That's not the material. It's not our soul. Like, that's not what we really want. So when we fast, it's yeah, we tend to make decisions more with the heart and the gut than the brain. And sometimes it's better, like, for happiness, because if you make decisions, you know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get that job because it pays better, and, you know, so I can get a better condo. And see, those are all the wrong reasons, you know. So you're just making a decision based on material, and you'll be miserable if it's not a good fit for you. So it's better to maybe take another job that you love, and maybe you won't be making that much money, but then you'll get better at it. And once you get better at it, you'll be making good money, and you'll be doing something you love. I mean, it's kind of a simplistic way to look at it. I mean, life is more complicated than that, but yeah, I wanted to share that. Like, so yeah, share the fact that fasting is it's just amazing. Like, it's holistic and multi-dimensional. So you'll have all these. I have a chapter. Even it helps me. Like, I fast when I travel. It helps me. It solves a lot of problems. So yeah. So that's it for the video. So, like, I'm done with my daily grounding. You can see. And that's also, I have a chapter in the book. So my book is gonna, now we have the cover, we have the line editing done. On Saturday I went to a nice coffee shop here and I read the whole book cover to cover with the line editing. So yeah, it's a nice read. Like I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the cover design, the book cover design. The designer did an incredible job. Like I think I was good at communicating what I wanted. Like he really understood what I wanted. And yeah, now it's the next step is going to be I'm going to hire someone to do the formatting because I hate it when you buy like an e-book and it's all over the place, you know, inconsistency and the spacing between the word. Like so I find a guy in Nigeria that, like, I think he has he already had more than 5,000 clients or something like he seemed to be the guy for that. So I'll be doing the formatting, and then it's going to be all about the whole Amazon thing for authors. I don't know how it works, so I'm gonna have to go through that, and because I wanted to they have a system where you can have it in as an ebook, but also as a paperback, and I think they print the paperback as they go. So I need to gain. Oh Jesus, like really a lot of cars here, and see, yeah, I have to find out how that whole because yeah, how this whole process works, like because I'm imagining that yeah, I mean, like all the dimensions have to be right depending on the width of the book and the design and all that, like so. But yeah, so I'm thinking within a week or two, like then I don't know how much it takes them to release it, to publish it for real. But yeah, we're almost ready so the book is called For a Better Monday, and yeah, it'll be hopefully on Amazon in a couple of weeks. And I also have the Spanish version. Just today, like the editor lady just sent me so I have to read it again. And we're also doing the design in Spanish. And then I also have all the information ready for the Turkish book cover, and I'm going to be doing yeah, like I'm going to do the translation myself for the Turkish one. And then I have a really good friend of mine that is an editor, so he'll do the line editing in Turkish. Like he's so anal, like he's perfect for the for that job. Like he's so yeah, meticulous about Turkish and spelling and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's very exciting. Like never in this world I would have thought I would become an author. But yeah, I mean the idea is not to become an author, but it's more like to pass on the message, you know. So now I have 8 years of experience with fasting, and it really helped me. Like I suffered less than before, and so if it worked for me, like it could work for other people. So it's my duty to pass on the message, because yeah, becoming an author, I don't care. The same with music. Like if I have nothing to say, I don't want to. Like sometimes people have the wrong approach, you know. They're like, oh, I want to be a writer, and then they have to write, you know. Oh, now I have to write to be a writer, you know, like, or oh, I want to be a musician, and oh, now I have to compose. And yeah, I mean, my approach is if you have nothing to say, don't say anything, you know. And then if you have something to say it the best you can. So like I don't consider myself a writer, but now that I have something to say, I try to write it to the best of my abilities, the book. And then it was an investment, you know, I paid a line editor to make it better so it doesn't hurt your eyes while you're reading, you know, like you don't end up with bleeding eyes. So then you get same with music. I mean, if you have a song idea or something musically you want to express it, and then you start getting, you know, the style and getting better and at expressing yourself, so it's an enjoyable experience for the listener or the reader. So that's my approach. But if you have nothing to say, just shut up. Like I don't know. Like I'm, you know, I started a X account for Better Monday Fasting, and start following people, and yeah, I mean, you feel that they're pressured to, you know, they're so focused on making it that they publish every 3 seconds, like they, you know, I mean, I know that it works like that whole ecosystem, like you have to be always productive to get stuff, you know, to attract people and stuff. But the thing is, like, once it's forced, then yeah, like I mean, everybody is different. It's just that yeah, creativity is not something that we decide. That's my belief, you know. We're just like artists, like we're just antennas, and yeah, I mean, when it comes, it comes. When it doesn't come, it's like there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can get better at your craft. I mean, if you're a bass player, you can work with the metronome. It's not going to hurt, you know. If you're not inspired today, you can work, you know, being more in the pocket and things like that. That it will pay off later when the inspiration comes, and then you'll be a better musician. So there's always something to do. But if you have nothing to say, don't say anything. Like, so, see, my approach is like that. Like, so happy to become officially an author, but that's not the main point. The main point is really to get people, to inspire people to fast and solve their problems, and so they don't have to deal with the health issues, so they can focus on their mission on this planet. Like, that's my goal. So like more people, hopefully more people will live the same experience I live, and it will be great for because there's no reason. That's what I learned. I mean, there's no reason to suffer. Like if you do the things the right way, then it's incredible. Like how we're an incredible machine. I mean, this whole human body, human mind, human soul. It's just impressive. Okay, I'm going from one topic to another, but yeah, I finished my grounding, and now I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'll shoot the video on how to break the fast, because that's really important, more than how we go into fasting. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another video.